It's Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On the move to his left. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. The Patriots had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Hahn. That's caught by Myers. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards that time for number 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 27, Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On second down, Cook. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen now looks to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Hahn. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And some room to roam now. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. On second and goal, Allen, touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Hahn out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Allen off the play fake. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be brought back to the 22. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got room. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 13 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Harris running straight ahead. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
On play action, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 27 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 66 yards. And the Pats are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Allen on first and 10. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. On play action, Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Allen to throw once more. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back. So we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hahn. And this one's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on 3rd down. Hahn. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A gain of 3, second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. The kick by Bass is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a throw here to his running back. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Hahn puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Back to throw. Hahn. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's complete. It's Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Operating from the gun, Hahn. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And they take a knee. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players